this evening, morning, mid in the day, or at night. Depends where you are. I'm in Sweden right now, and now it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So I hope you all are prepared for some good speakers. This is the second meeting in the row of all our Wednesday Zoom calls. So we're gonna educate all of you, and we're gonna share what we know and what will happen. So we're gonna bring front a lot of speakers, and we will try to do this in 75 minutes. That means that we're gonna end up with a Q&A, questions and answers that will be answered live by Dushan at the end. So please stay and listen to that as well. This will be recorded as well, so please put away your videos. If you have your camera on, please put it away if you do not want to be seen on the recording. So first of all, we have a guy who is a full-time convert into the One Academy education. He's a blue diamond from the Caribbean and a very, very good friend to all of us. And he was actually named the first franchise holder. So please, King James, the screen is yours. Can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you now. I was having a little problem unmuting my mic. I don't know what happened there.
All right. Now we can hear you loud and clear.
All right, let me try to
bring it on.
Let me see what's going on. All right, friends, pleasant good day to every one of us on the call thus far. It's your brother here. I'm just trying to just pull up something here, Peter. I'm not seeing the screen properly. All right, no matters.
Okay.
So good day, good morning, good everything to everyone that's on this call at this moment. I'm trying to get the share screen, Peter. I don't know why I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, let's see. I think Fred will jump in and see if he can organize something.
All right, today's call is very exciting for me. I'm going to have the opportunity to speak about who we are, what we're about regarding the One Academy, the importance of our One Academy, and our One Academy role with Konstantin Ignatov, RS. And a lot of persons have been asking, I noticed in the last webinar, persons was asking about Konstantin, what is going on with him, and things of that nature. I would hope what I share today will shed some light and help you understand why he's facing the situation he's facing and how you have a responsibility to help once you understand who you are and what we are as a community and exactly what we are about. I'm not seeing, I don't understand what's going on here.
You should actually be able to share screen.
Yes, I should. Perfect. It's back up. I'm running with fire now. Yes, I can see some faces. Excellent. So here what I want to do today. I want to break the mystery, because some people act like it's a mystery of what's going on. A lot of persons across the globe are having some challenges with understanding exactly what's going on and who we are as One Academites and One Academy believers. For me personally, the entire business, especially now, it has to be designed and focused on the learning that we have received, because now is the time that people are asking questions like never before. When I got started in 2016, many people have not heard the word cryptocurrency. They were in an unconscious incompetent state, which they didn't know that they didn't know. Now, some persons are aware that they're in the stage 2 of learning, that they know that they don't know. So they are hearing the word cryptocurrency, but they don't understand that word. So what I love to tell people, we sell understanding. So nobody has an excuse of not participating with what we have to offer, because what we offer is what they need. But let me help you who is involved in this organization to understand our main agenda, understand our main concept of who we are collectively and the force we are reckoned to be. So I'm going to share my screen now, and I'm going to save some time, because I was going to show you login in the One Academy and so forth, but I believe everybody know, or I would hope everybody would know how to do such. So this is our oneacademy.eu website. When you go there, you log in. When you log in, I'm going into Introduction to Finance. I want to start there, level 1, 140 euros. This is why this level 1 is mandatory for every single human across the globe. Everyone needs this access to level 1 to understand what we do not learn in school, which is money. We don't learn about money in school, but we have to grow up to work for it. Isn't that something else? So I want to pull up the manual. So I want to go to page, for the sake of time, this is Introduction to Finance. I want to go to page 7 and hear what I'm relating to you. I'm going to share with you some critical information that we have in our One Academy that I don't know if you understand the magnitude or impact of what it has done for me and you. How the company has said right out what is taking place in the globe. And I don't know if you know Bulgarians. They are, for me, honest people. They're blunt. They are straight to the point, and they tell you as it is or how they feel. So when I read this information, it comes across as it is. And on page 7, it speaks about this section right here, to spur economic growth. So they spoke about the Great Recession. I like to call it the financial crisis. You would hear a lot of people term or call it the financial crisis. And the financial crisis is what they're speaking about. The Great Recession is too close to the Great Depression, which happened much earlier. So let's realize that it's the financial crisis that we're speaking about in 2007 to 2008. That crisis started with the Lehman Brothers, who is a bank from the US that crashed. But let's go on. To spur economic growth, the central banks all around the globe introduced extraordinary measures. Main interest rates were lowered by negative territory, while the printing press of the United States, Federal Reserve, and European Central Bank seemed to be running without a break. Not only this was done in order to have money on disposal and to keep the inflation rate on target, which was barely achieved at all. So we're letting you know immediately the target and what they wanted to do was not achieved at all, but also give the appearance for a stable demand of the government bonds, whose levels of return fell drastically. So right then and there, at the beginning of the education, we slap you in the face with facts. Hear what? The bailout concept that was introduced was to print money. And they print it non-stop without running a break between the Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank. I want you to understand that central banks like the Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank, they are independent bodies from the government. They have nothing to do with the government. They are a private institution. So they get paid to print money. How much money do you think they would print? So these are things that you have to understand, put in your mind when you think about Constantine and what's happening with his case. So that's just that page. Let me drop to page 9 and touch on something really fast here. Page 9. So on page 9, they speak about goal, and they talk about how such claims is supported. Now, I'm not going to go through everything. I'm just giving you guys bits and pieces so you can take your time, go download the manual, read it, please. and read it more than once. So here we're going to discuss, they mention about Venezuela, they mention things that's going on there. Then they're going to discuss gold. They speak about such claim is supported by the data while the US dollar shrinks in value. Gold, on the contrary, continues to rise, its price doubling in the past 27 years, no matter the geopolitical and economic events which occurred on the globe during this period. However, I like the however. For various reasons, some people have a resentment towards gold and prefer to put their money in asset classes outside the realm of precious metals. Me, I'm one. And I wouldn't go into my resentment towards gold in this webinar because it'll take me by myself for hours to discuss that. Cryptocurrencies, they are asset category which shows very strong indications that can become an alternative for gold while retaining the benefits of the metal from investors' point of view. On the first global recognized cryptocurrency was Bitcoin, which entered the scene almost 10 years ago at a peak of the financial crisis. Since its introductions, the value has increased from 4 cents to 1,500. So here they're letting you know that cryptocurrency has the potential to be digital gold. But we're speaking about gold right here, and they talk about many people have resentment towards gold. Here's just a tidbit of my resentment. I live next door to Venezuela. Venezuela is said to have the biggest gold reserves in the world. Next to Venezuela is Guyana, Suriname. They all have gold mines and are wealthy. We know African countries have endless gold and gold mines. My question to just the human brain here, if Venezuela have all this gold reserve and the biggest oil reserve, how come their money has no value? Something is drastically wrong with the system we have today. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. And this concept of gold and currency, because currency is not money, this is what the One Academy is going to unfold for you and for me. And I was able to see the situation clearly. So let me drop to page 43 and then 48, and then I want to close up on some other things. So I go to page 43, that shows, I should have highlighted these areas, you know. The impact of the central bank was twofold. All right, I'm going to skip 43. All right, I'm going to skip 43 because I lost the area I wanted to go at. And let me go to 48. 48 talks about the central bank. So here's something that's very, very, very important today. All right. Central banks. let me fast forward. Many central banks have failed in the respect. What respect are they speaking about? What respect are they talking about? In serving the central bank is responsible for money and monetary supply. This is a very important function because with the bank, it is responsible for stability of the economy overall. So they're letting you know the central banks are responsible for the stability of the economy overall. Many central banks have failed in the respect. The aforementioned example of the Federal Reserve of the United States is a notorious one, since after its establishment as an institution in 1913, the dollar has lost 95% of its value to date. However, central banks also react with monetary. Let's not go there. You see this section right here? The Federal Reserve of the United States is a notorious one. If you look up the word notorious, it has a matter of fact, let's do it together. So you won't hear what my thoughts are. Let's take a look at the word notorious. I could just stop it here, man. So we look up the word notorious and see what the word notorious says and how it is explained in the dictionary. So where am I? So friends, we're just looking up the word notorious. Widely and unfavorably known, publicly and generally known as a particular trait. Normally when you hear the word notorious, it has a negative portrayal. It is a word that's not positive. When you hear the word notorious, you normally hear it referred to with gangsters and individuals like that. Here it is in our One Academy. We are calling the Federal Reserve the notorious one. Then you ask me, or you wonder why Konstantin Ignatov is arrested. Quite frankly, he's arrested because we are viewed as a threat. Because we are opening the eyes and giving the truth to people about what is happening in the world, period, regarding finance. We are not hiding any facts. The US dollar has lost 95% of its buying power. That means it's 5 cents today. But this 5 cents US is worth 23,000 dong in Vietnam. It's worth 7 TT dollars here in Trinidad and Tobago. Something is wrong with the financial system, friends. In the Bali event, I'm going to go in depth in the training in different areas. So make sure you guys position yourself for the Bali event. As a short plug for my friend, Doctor. And I want to encourage you, if you want to support Konstantin, if you want to help Konstantin Ignatov, the way to do it is to build a business. The more of these One Academy packages that's sold, the more of the One Academy information that is out there, it helps you and I. What is baffling to me is when we look at JP Morgan, Chase Bank, which is just one. He has paid fines nonstop for years in the billions. We're talking about 2011, 56 million, June, 153 million. That's in the 2011s, plenty millions. Then in February 2012, 5.29 billion. These are charges that he has settled without any issue, without any omitting. Listen to this one. After being sued for pension fraud, after being sued for pension funds and investors or investing their funds, risky, structured investment vehicle failed, JP Morgan settled the suit without admitting any wrongdoing. So he admits, listen, here's another one. The bank settled the charges without admitting or denying guilt. So there's so many banking sectors that go through these processes where they're paying fines in the billions. Billions, I'm saying to you. They are paying hush money, if that's what you want to call it. And then you're worried about who we are. We are going to receive opposition because we are saying the right things. Anyone that speaks the truth regarding freedom and information, they are normally held what? They're normally pushed against and held. So Konstantin is spreading truth via our company, our One Life organization, and One Academy understanding. I want to share with you quickly 2 30-second videos. This video overall is about 10 minutes. I'm going to post it in the group, but it's about 30 seconds I want you to hear before I hand over the call.
44, they come up with a new world monetary system called the Bretton Woods system, where every currency on the planet, with the exception of just a few, they would be backed by the US dollar, and the US dollar would then be backed by gold at $35 per ounce. This gave confidence to all currencies. So this gave the world stability, and it pegged all the world's currencies to each other through the dollar to gold. So there was no such thing as the Forex. Currencies didn't float. The exchange rates were fixed year after year on thousands of fiat currencies.
So you heard that? The exchange rates was fixed. So at one point in time, the Forex, that's $1 trillion market that everybody is excited about. At one point in time, the Forex market did not exist. So if it did not exist before, we have an opportunity to go back there. I am saying to you, over a period of time, the more and more that they were in control, and I'm talking about the money suppliers, they have been able to create a mess for you and I to live in. Hear this next part of the video.
Throughout history, and there isn't one that survived. It is a 100% failure rate. And we started this experiment where all the world's currencies would be fiat currencies simultaneously in 1971. But what we have here, 30 to 40 years, different monetary system, 30 years, 28 years, 39 years plus. What's next? The world is going to have a new monetary system in this decade that we're in.
So in this decade, which he's speaking about now, this video is old. He's speaking about the world will have a new monetary system. He showed every 30 to 40 years that the world evolves regarding the money and monetary system. We are due for the change that we are part of. If you understand your calling as a one academite, if you understand your calling of your product, if you focus on who we really are and understand money is whatever we agree to exchange for goods and services, together, that lies our strength, and we'll be an unstoppable force for the world to be reckoned. Hence the reason so many people try to throw us off course, because they see a massive beast. Forget blockchain, forget crypto. Understand that we are a society that agree that it has value. Fred, Peter, Mark, different countries, but I agree with them that this instrument has value between me and them. Hence the reason we are a community, and what we have been creating as a global community of educated miners. That's what our desire is. So in closing, friends, for those who are concerned about Constantine, if you want to help him build your business, if you want him to be freed, build your business. He's arrested for you and I because he was willing to stand in front. Because we have nothing to hide. We are clean, impeccable, amazing group of people. And to help our leader, you need to sell the product he cares most about. Oh, and last thing in closing. I really wanted to mention this. You see, when you go into the One Academy website and you see you could click on free, and you see these comics, Welcome to the Adventures of Super Ted, and you click on Super Ted, you cannot deny that we are serious about education. From age of 5, we are teaching children about finance. Do not ignore who we are. Use the Super Ted and tell parents they need to buy financial education for their child if they don't want to learn, but they were not taught. So friends, we have that for free. Let them get a starter package so they can get more depth. Go out there, do what's necessary. Appreciate the One Life community. Amazing success. I look forward to the rest of the call. One life for more life. One's out.
King James, amazing speech. Thank you very, very much. You can truly understand that King is working with the One Academy educational packages, and they are actually, I'm going to highlight your Zoom calls that you do from the Caribbean, and they are extremely, extremely good. So if you haven't joined in on them, please do so. So thank you again, King. Also, we are hosting our third GLG Zoom call now. So go back to the second one and the first one as well, and you highlighted the revision very, very well on the first call too. So get back and listen to them as well. So our next speaker is a guy who is running the Dealshaker franchise, and he's doing it extremely well. He actually have 15 years of experience in traditional business and 8 years in network marketing. And I think he might be the one who has spent most coins on Dealshaker. Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I think. So please welcome the one who will speak about the Dealshaker ecosystem right now, and it's Christy Kalina. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, Christy. The screen is yours.
Yes, thank you. You see, you hear me, yes?
It's perfect.
Good, yes?
Yes, Christy, we hear you well.
Fantastic. Okay, just a moment. Good morning, good day, or good night to all the people. I believe it's my screen is good. Peter, if you can help me, or Fred.
Yes, Christy, it's good. It's very good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Christy.
I'm Christy Kalina from Romania. I started this project 4 years ago, and I am very proud Diamond of One Life and GLG member. And I do a lot of work in Romania with the merchants. This is my specialty because I understand from the beginning the idea of this project, Dealshaker. Many leaders worldwide ask me how you build in Romania, how you have so many merchants. For me, it's not so complicated because I have experience 15 years in classic business, and I have my own company, and I understand the needs. And you must understand here the needs of the merchants and the needs of the one-lifers. For one-lifers, it's simple. The people from One Life buy educational packages, receive tokens, mining, and you have your own coins. First, digital private coins. Okay? And you buy these packages, you receive this coin value of the coins cheaper, and you use it here. This is very simple. For the merchant, you must explain a little bit more what is One Life and what is Dealshaker platform. What are the benefits for the merchants? And I start with the merchants, and I explain what is the benefits if you put some deals in our platform. Because our platform is amazing for my point of view, because 3.5 million person come here in Dealshaker to spend his money. And this is very important, just in Dealshaker. And this is very nice for one businessman to understand that a lot of people go in one platform to spend the richest and the wealth of these people. And all these people, it's very easy because all these people have interest to buy from Dealshaker. I'm a shoppinger, how Peter say. I buy more than 11,000 products from Dealshaker from 37 countries today. 37 countries, different products, more than 160 different products. And I can tell you, I buy all what you have in your mind, from the good food, drinks, accommodation, cars, lands, many things, and I pay with our coin. And this is very easy for me to explain to another merchant, because you must do something to buy something from Dealshaker and show to the merchants when you want to enroll it in the platform that you buy this, and it's working like that. Because the merchants are not like members, the merchants are business. Okay, what I earning from this? And I talk with this, and I explain how many clients you have monthly. Let's say one merchant have regular customers 1,000 in 1 month, and I explain you 10% new clients for you sounds good. And all the merchants, you will say, yes, it sounds very good. In 1 month, 2 months, 10%, it's a lot of plus for me. Okay, these clients, this new customer, 100 customers, will pay you like this, 50% in euro and 50% in OneCoin. And it's very easy to start explain like this. Why is very easy? Because when the merchant take it 50% in euro and 50% in OneCoin, the risk of these merchants is small. it's a simple mathematics. When you watch this slide, you understand that my philosophy is very simple and is very duplicable. This is very good because 5% of this all income in this month is in something. I explained something. This is named OneCoin. You can keep it there, or you can use it now to buy another goods and services. But most of the merchants storage this OneCoin because understand the growth of the value in the time, and it's not so complicated to put 5% back and to storage in OneCoin. And you see in the next months what you do with this. You can spend, you can use it on Dealshaker, you buy another goods and services, or you can keep it. Why to keep it? Because the value of OneCoin is growing step by step. It's not a coin for speculation, and this I love this project because it's not for speculation. Who wait the exchange in the idea that I sell OneCoin and I change in dollar, in euro, in yen or yuan, something like this, and you go to the merchants to pay with this, don't understand the philosophy of our project. Because the philosophy of our project, it's a big community with bring big merchants, many merchants here who accepted very easy this new method alternative of payment. And this is very, very easy to explain if you understand the philosophy. But in the beginning, when the Dealshaker platform launching, is not was so easy to explain to the merchant. So we thinking in February 2017 is born this platform, and we thinking how to do to put together the merchants and to put together the clients, the customers, yes, in the same place, and educate both sides. And we thinking to make an expo. If you ask me if we have experience to make an expo, we don't have it, but we made it. First Dealshaker Expo worldwide in June 2017. I don't know who was here from this webinar, but many leaders from 36 countries come there to see, to watch what is happening in this expo, because we do something like this. We educate the merchants how to sell a lot of goods and services to new clients, and we educate the customers how to buy from these merchants and pay with this cryptocurrency. And we do this together. In the last day of this expo was amazing because all the merchants want to go on the stage to explain to the people what are selling, what are the products, and how can connecting and make a lot of networking. Now I'm very happy that worldwide we have a lot of Dealshaker Expo, small expo, bazaar expo, don't care, but there are many worldwide, and this is amazing. We're starting 2 years ago with the expo, and now we have hundreds everywhere. We do in first Dealshaker Expo 1 marathon, 3 days with the trainings, with education, with the training for the merchants and for the people, and was a great expo. This was in 2017, and all the mass media in Romania write good news about this kind of expo. For the first time, one cryptocurrency used in one fair expo, something new, because cryptocurrency, you know, we have from 10 years on the market, but nobody do something like this because all the rest of cryptocurrency was created for speculation. You buy cheaper, you sell higher or minus, but not for usability. And this was something new and very good material in mass media in Romania and worldwide about this expo. And we're starting like this. After this, what is happening after the first expo? We bring new merchants in our community with the food, with the drinks, with the hotels. It's not so easy that in the first discussion, the merchants say, yes, I want to come in your platform and accept your cryptocurrency. It's not working like this. You need more discussion with these merchants, but the things is happening. And now we have more than 4,000 merchants in Romania, individual sellers or business register who selling something and accepted OneCoin, partial or total, like payment. And this is very good. We speak about clothes, foods, drinks, accommodation. We speak about a lot of things. So if you want to use your coins, you can come in Romania. We have many merchants. We have taxi. We have beauty salon. We have almost rent a car. I don't know, when somebody asks me what you have in Bucharest or in Romania, I don't remember all, but I remember that we have very good products and very good merchants. What we're doing next, in the next year, 2018, we make a new expo. This time we change the city in Brașov. In Brașov was a great expo because coming 500 persons from 36 countries, I remember. King James was there from Italia team, a lot of people from UK, a lot of people come in Brașov. 16 hotels was booked for our guest. Was another marathon, 3 days, 8-9 June 2018, and we do a great expo again with the new products, with the new customer, and do a great leadership. And I want to thank you for all the great leaders who come in Brașov in Romania. Was the second expo and was amazing. We do also not just big expo, but we do smaller expo or another event like this. Maybe you remember from the Facebook, YouTube, because we do in April One Life Balkan event for the first time in Balkan, and great leaders come here. And after this, we do a great party and we create something new, Miss One Life. For the first time in the world, you can choose the favorite girl from 30 countries, comes in Romania, special for this, and you can choose your favorite. You can vote your favorite, like in Eurovision or another contest, and you can pay with the phone. Just this time, you don't pay with euro or dollars. You pay with the coupon, but you pay with OneCoin, with your cryptocurrency. And this was amazing. This Miss One Life event, we're thinking for the merchants and for our merchants, because you can make a big advertising for your business, for your brand, to buy sponsor packages and to pay 100% in OneCoin. You can buy one package what you wish, bronze, silver, or gold, or another, and you can pay 100% in OneCoin to promote your business through this event, Miss One Life. And this is the idea for Miss One Life. In 2019 was the first edition, but I'm sure we will go again and again with this Miss One Life, because it's amazing marketing tool. Because these girls, when coming in Romania, also promote our merchants from Romania, but promote the country, the city, the touristic objective from Romania, and this is very good for publicity. So we must do it again, much better next time. We invite you all in Romania for the next edition, or in another country, we'll see, because we are in 194 countries. We can create in another country the next edition. Is not just in Romania. We can choose another. Okay, and this is another things what we do, because it's very important for me and for my team to make usability very strong for our coins. So we create every time new event. When we have a new merchant, we create a party, or we can create a Dealshaker Summer Day like this. And now we prepare another party, garden party with the Dealshaker and a few merchants, something like this. And we're growing step by step and do something like this, because our philosophy is to bring a lot of merchants here in this community, but in the same time to grow the One Life part, because it's not just about Dealshaker, but we have in our community, in this ecosystem, something more powerful than Dealshaker. First time you can think that Dealshaker is the secret, the merchants and the transactions, something like this. But we have something more valuable than this. And these are One Lifers and leaders who work on Dealshaker. Because all what is happening in Vietnam, in Singapore, in Dealshaker, in China, in Russia, in Romania, or another country, is happening through these leaders who understand the philosophy of the company and explain to another merchants in a very good way. So our secret, and we must continue like this, is the One Lifers who put the blood on Dealshaker, who put the blood when you bring the merchants on Dealshaker. We need more One Lifers. We need to sell more educational packages, because we're not stopping. We're just starting this amazing project. And in few weeks, we have another step but we don't discuss today about this. But this step, we're growing to another very big goal of us, and you will see what is happening when OneCoin will be public for others. For us, it's public. When you buy 11,000 products and you pay with this cryptocurrency, you are very public. And I can show you my back office to see how many deals I buy from this platform. For me, it's amazing because I understand for the first time I must buy this product, because when you buy, you understand that you are much powerful than beginning when you buy this, and you have a lot of money to buy another things. So I encourage you to go in Dealshaker to buy something, buy what you need, and make your calculation, and you see how rich you are today, and you see what is happening in the next year. You must thinking that is just the beginning of something huge in next year. We must work together, we must support together, and find the best solution to go step by step further. For me, it's a challenge every day, and I do this business with a passion, and you see me very active in the Facebook, in the group. If you want to see all the deals from Romania, you can go in our group in Facebook, and you see what we put new, or in Moldavia, because we start working in another country. My business is in Romania and Moldavia, and the amazing team from Moldavia starting now to build Dealshaker merchants community there. So we'll have more for you. So more products, more accommodation, more wealth for all the people. We prepare also the next expo, because we cannot stop it. I like this message. A leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. This is my philosophy. So we can go together. We can bring many merchants here. So for me, I believe it's enough. We have another great speakers. So my time it's finished. I want to thank you for all the leaders who create this kind of webinar. I believe helping a lot our team, and grow the trust in our project. With every webinar and every Friday, we have the news from the company, official news, how are the process to go public. And this is amazing, and we must appreciate this. Thank you very much. We see you soon somewhere, some expo, or we'll see in the next webinar. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Fred. Hello to all.
Thank you very much, Christy. An amazing speech, and thank you for sharing so much with us. So you can see here now, when people are trying to slow us down, we just put in another gear and another gear. So that's how we work. And so let's go from Romania to South Korea, actually. And I hope this guy is prepared, because it's his time to share the screen. And this guy I actually met in Sofia, Bulgaria, and got amazed, because he is such a nice guy and have a very good heart, and very professional. He's a major in strategic management, and he's running a project called One Star, and you will hear from him speaking more about that. And also, so he's going to talk about the issue about transnational companies. So please, Jesse, can you hear me? Let's see. Jesse Choi. I think you're gonna jump in here, Fred, and help me. He has lost his co-host. See if we can unmute Jesse. You know, when you run this Zoom calls throughout all the world, there is always something. Now we can hear you, Jesse.
Thank you. Hi.
Go ahead. The screen is yours.
This is Jess from Korea. Thank you, Peter. Yeah. This is Jess from Korea. I am GRG in Korea. First of all, I just a moment close my video for speed up the internet, and attention for yours. And then, and some share. Yeah, okay. Shall we start? Rest of people's attention is focusing on the possibility that Walmart, a distribution dinosaur, will unlock power a patent on digital currency through blockchain under issue a US dollar-based stablecoin like Facebook's cryptocurrency Libra. However, contrary to Facebook's criticism from regulators in other countries, there are predictions that Walmart will not face a backlash. Why is that? The size of the use of Libra on the Walmart cryptocurrency is different because Walmart does not seem to share global intentions like the Facebook Libra. Then, Facebook for Libra's unlover recently hired Sujan Juk as a lobbyist and assistant to Congressman Mike Crapo, chairman of the U.S. Senate Banking Committee. I'm going to talk to you today about how the big powers react in the digital world after Facebook announced it was going to issue a Libra. This is sure to be a good indirect experience as the OneCoin, which is about to be exchange listed. Look ahead on the response. Then, Facebook's cryptocurrency Libra is rocking the currency market around the world. The announcement of the issuance plan alone is prompting countries around the world to call for regulation. At this point, it is also uncertain whether the Libra will be issued separately. Libra, however, has great significance in that it has brought the topic of superstate corporate currency to the surface, which has been discussed behind the scenes. Today, I try to diagnose the changes that Facebook Libra will bring from the perspective of transnational corporate currency. Facebook surprised the world when it unveiled its plans to issue its own cryptocurrency, Libra. Of course, the mere issuance of its own cryptocurrency by the world's largest social media with 25 billion users is expected to have enormous repercussions. However, what the world paid attention to in the issue of Facebook's cryptocurrency is simply beyond that. This is because it has touched the taboo word transnational corporate currency, which has been mentioned only under the surface of the whole time. For the traditional monetary on the economic players, the sales Pandora's box is the same as the one that opened. The leading players in transnational companies are super large companies such as Facebook, Google, Apple, and Amazon. They have already exceeded us individual national levels in terms of radius of activity or the size of the economy. They wield enormous influence as they paint their own territory invisible on the world map. Although they are transnational companies boasting a vast amount of size than any other major power, the realistic limits were unavoidable. In a place where the exchange of values takes place, there was always the limit of national security. The need to pay in the legal currency of the service country was a significant constraint for transnational companies seeking to maximize their economies of scale. The big power government are reacting sensibly after Facebook's announcement of the Libra plan. This is because the Libra could signal the opening of a supranational corporate currency era. In fact, many more transnational companies are likely to dream of an autonomous economic ecosystem that works as a single currency. Other transnational companies that have hundreds of millions of users in dozens of countries can't rule out the possibility that they are already preparing to do something similar to Facebook. As a search for the major countries, Facebook move could be taken as a rebellion against the traditional currency economy. It seems that Facebook is also fully aware of this situation. They are also well aware of the fact that they have no choice but to compromise at the proper level with state power in order to issue transnational corporate currency. This sentiment was strongly felt at a hearing on Facebook's Libra held last month. At that time, Facebook took out a strategic card that appealed to national investors to break through a situation where global finance authorities were opposed to issuing Libra. They openly argued that U.S. companies that can be managed by the government should lead the era of cryptocurrency to protect U.S. security and the national interest. This suggests that situation in the future where state power maintains close ties with transnational companies and has enormous influence on global digital currency economy could be created. In the event of the digital currency war, by a hegemonic power with transnational companies at the forefront, the unprepared country could become a digital colony. While it remains to be seen whether the Facebook can issue the Libra safely, it seems clear that Libra has opened the Pandora's box. And then why transnational companies are forced to create self-cryptocurrency. Facebook Libra is designed as a stock currency of independent value, such as a Korea won. Korea also won, OneCoin is one, same, under the dollar. Also, it only exists in digital life. From the perspective of a global financial authority, it is an unusual move. This is because a company seems to decide to have the authority to issue and decide on monetary policy, which is the unique authority of our science state. Of course, Facebook seems to have fully expected such opposition in advance. Still, why did Facebook decide to issue Libra? Experts enter the cryptocurrency as the great opportunity for internet-based transnational companies like Facebook. Cryptocurrency can be the key to freeing up non-efficiency that transnational companies have saved under the national system. Internet-based transnational companies have already gone so far as to think that national system is holding back their business model, said some blockchain consulting firms. They also assessed the current situation, saying internet-based transnational companies are creating a traditional economy that cannot be done on a national basis and are using it as a source of competitiveness. But as each country tries to meet its demands, efficiency continues to occur. The first ineffectiveness, these companies feel under the state systems, the flow of the money. Using cryptocurrency, internet companies will be able to get their hands on payment channels right away without going through the financial system, they said. Under this would unify the service delivery channels and the value delivery channels and allow internet companies to move the flow of all values, it explained. And then another ineffectiveness that internet-based transnational companies wanted to address is the limit of user data collection. Data is very important. They diagnosed that now the state is preventing companies from concentrating user data and through blockchain-based identification. It called DID. Virtually unlimited collection is possible. It also stressed that if individuals are granted the right to collect data, private contracts have been established between individuals, and the business so can be drawn up without legal problems. Another reason why transnational companies are paying attention to cryptocurrency is that they will be able to expand their business into financial business by issuing cryptocurrency. Except for Alipay and WeChat Pay, which China fact of the national level, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Amazon Pay have not been successful. This poll, many regions has also contributed to regulatory issues, the use of different currencies in different regions, and to the checks of local financial institutions. The emergence of cryptocurrency have favored the way for them to easily on the financial business. It is expected that Facebook first captured the opportunity under that Amazon and Google will release services one after another when regulatory issues are solved and the markets are opened. For example, just as Ant Financial, the operator of Alipay, has developed into the fintech firm that provides comprehensive financial services. Transnational companies that entered the financial industry through issuance of cryptocurrency are expected to evolve beyond payments to financial platforms. In the beginning, internet service companies will start with services that pay with a QR code and send and remit money to friends. But when data is accumulated, they will also offer credit ratings, loans, and short-term investment products. We can look at these examples and predict that they could eventually become a financial platform. To come into the world of transnational corporate currency, in the end, they will take steps to collude with state power. The Libra case has made it clear that a transnational corporation must eventually win the sport of state power to issue cryptocurrency. I believe that the launch of the Libra defense and it can compromise with existing currency system governance, especially the industries of the US dollar. In other words, we can interpolate that if we want to launch the Libra, they will have to change the design. Following the internet on the mobile, the third big wave of blockchain has come, with most companies hiding what they are preferring to look at the government in question. We can predict a very diverse and turbulent competitive environment that is different from what ever happened by cryptocurrency built to be issued by transnational companies. But just last week, the weekly report on the company's 14th week exchange report shows the compliance on the exchange company, how much questions on the exporters the exchange makes to each country. Despite all the odds, OneCoin is doing our job step by step. I very think and honor these efforts and for all One Life Network members and company, especially compliance. And thank you for your participation and your listening. And
Great, yes, sir.
Your listening, and especially thank you, Peter and Freda, Simon, Habib, and King James, and Rosalina, and the other speakers. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, yes, sir. Thank you for sharing an amazing knowledge. So right now we have like 13 minutes left on our webinar, so we're gonna jump into the next speaker. So let's just take a step over the water and we come to Japan, where we have a very dynamic person who is gonna share a bit from himself. He is a guy that I think all of us know him. So please welcome Mark Nishiyama. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, perfect.
That
Screen is
good?
yours.
Okay, great. All right, thanks for having me on, Peter. Thank you, King, Jesse, Christy, everyone, for giving me this opportunity, everybody. Just love to be on these webinars. I just got finished with 2 webinars myself, one for my Japanese team and one for the English-speaking team. A lot of things, a lot of exciting things happening in the network now. And the world actually for cryptocurrency. So I wanted to share today a couple things that I've seen in our industry, and I think it can help you to understand what we're trying to do with this coin, or OneCoin, and the vision of Dr. Ruja. And I've been with this company for almost 4 years now. And from the get-go, I saw that Dr. Ruja had the vision that a coin needs to have tradability, storage of value, and usability. Without these 3 things, you don't have a successful coin. Now we have over 2,000 coins on CoinMarketCap, and none of these coins really show all 3. And the reason why I'm still with this company, the reason why I believe in this vision, the reason why I still think that this company can be, and this coin can be, the currency for the world to actually share in this financial revolution is because we have all 3. Okay, and the trading platform is coming soon, you know, and that's not difficult. What's difficult is to keep the value of this coin. And the way we do that is what Christy and what King James talked about and Jesse talked about is we have the usability, and that's Dealshaker. And that's why we need to take care of our merchants. The merchants are our gateway to keeping the value of this coin. The Dealshaker Expos, the next big one is in Bali with my good friend, Dr. Putra. He's done a great job so far. He's kept us up to date on what's going on. I really appreciate what he's done. Dr. Putra, great gentleman. I hope all of you can be there. He has a lot of great things in store for us at that expo, including things that we can buy as well at the expo. So in Japan, what I'm trying to do now, and we just come back from Korea with my team there, and we're going to start some small expos in Korea as well. Japan, we have 4 more what we call bazaars or mini expos. One in Atami, one in Hokkaido is a northern island, one in Okinawa, southern island, and one little bit bigger one in Tokyo in December. So all of you are invited to come to Tokyo in December. I think it's December 16th, where we'll have quite a bit of people because there's about 50,000 members in Japan itself, and they understand this concept. They're embracing the Dealshaker, and that is the key to their financial security in the future. So, a lot of things happening in the news today. What I'm supposed to talk about is about U.S.-China relations, and I love to talk about this in my webinars. But, shout out to New Zealand. Great job for being able to use cryptocurrency to pay for salaries. Germany, congratulations. You guys now have OneCoin considered legal. That's just some things I like to talk about. And, just great things happening in the network, just getting me really excited. So, we were in Korea just this past weekend, and there's some tension now between Korea and Japan because of some issues back after or during the wartime. But, everyone I met in Korea was just really friendly. They just were, so helpful when we were looking for places to go to eat and things like that. So they really embraced this OneCoin opportunity and, all the benefits that they'll get from, cryptocurrency. And the US and China now are at a little bit interesting situation. This is what I'm supposed to talk about tonight. So what I want to say is the US right now has actually not gone through with the 10% tariff on goods from China, especially personal computers, iPhones, iPads, electronic goods. And I think this has to do with the situation between Hong Kong and China, where you have the student demonstrations, and it was China saying that the US is backing the students demonstrating against China. Now, China is, they're pretty hardcore, and they're moving a lot of military tanks and vehicles into Hong Kong now. They're in Shenzhen. You look on the news, it's that kind of situation. So we hope and pray that it won't be like Tiananmen Square, how it was, almost 20 years ago. I think that there will be some release. I think there should be some concessions, and I think the U.S. knows that as well, and that's why they have also reduced the tariff against China. The volume was actually getting, quite high, and there's a lot of tension between the U.S. and China, and we're headed towards a really serious trade war with China not buying any goods from the United States. And this would only do bad things to the economy right now. But as you know, everyone from my webinars, the economy of the United States is based on the stock market, and the stock market is still booming. And this is a boom that is based on debt, and it's ready to bust. So today I made a video called What the Rich Don't Want You to Know. It's basically talking about how the banks were bailed out in 2008 by the governments, and something like $700 billion were printed, and the money is just flowing all over, and there's so much wealth. But the problem is that the gap between the wealthy and the poor is just getting bigger now in the United States and all over the world. So what we'll see is people shifting to cryptocurrency, like OneCoin. So, today we got news that a lot of people from Argentina and Hong Kong are now buying cryptocurrency because they believe in cryptocurrency more than their own currency. And as you know, like King James talked about Venezuela, it's just a really sad situation there. People, I met someone from Argentina, from Venezuela about a month ago in Okinawa when we were there for a seminar, and he told me that, you know, people in that country, there were 8 million people there, but now there's only 5 million. So 3 million have left, and you know, the country, you know, is in shambles. You cannot buy just normal food on, you know, in the supermarkets. The shelves are empty. The food there is basically rotten because they don't have electricity to run their refrigerators. You know, it's just a really sad situation. And I think, you know, it has to do with the economics. You know, as King James says, they had gold, they have oil, but because of a lot of trade pressures by the United States, their bolivar has been devalued seriously. And we've seen this in different countries, like the United States doing it to Iran. That's like a recent thing, where the Iran money, or the currency there is, I think it's the dinar, or is that, sorry if I'm wrong, has been devalued as well. So, I mean, there's all these little trade wars that's going on, and we need to kind of be in tune with what's going on in the world. And it's also going to affect our cryptocurrency. You know, we're lucky because we're devoid of any kind of hyperinflation, any kind of government policy that can affect our coin. And it's a challenge. You know, I mean, we as leaders are challenged every day. We've gone through so much so far in these past 5 years. You know, I just really, you know, want to take my hat off and commend everybody that's still with us, because it has been a challenge. I mean, you know, we get this every day, but, you know, I think there is light at the end of the tunnel, and we're almost there. Just have to hang in there, keep the faith, keep going, and keep the vision as well. Because when you really think about it, there is no better opportunity out there. If there is, please let me know, because I don't see it. Okay. So, you know, one life, beautiful network, beautiful group of leaders. Thanks so much for letting me talk to you guys. Take care. I love you guys. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Mark, very much for sharing. And it's very nice to hear from different parts of the world and different experiences. So very, very nice. Now, okay, so let's have the last speaker, and then I will share a text with you that you don't want to miss. So please, Dr. Putra, can you hear me? He's going to speak about the Bali Expo.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you, Peter.
Great. Screen is yours. Perfect.
Yeah, I will share. I will share mine.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Okay. Can you see?
No, we could see before, but now I think you took it away.
Sorry. Okay, can you see now?
Yeah, yeah, perfect, perfect.
Coming.
Hello.
Okay.
One lifer. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Fred, Veselina, and all speakers. Okay, it's me, Dr. Putra, Global Leadership Group of Indonesia. We are 16 days left to Bali DEX. It is Dealshaker Expo Bali that will be held on 30 August. Our theme is digital ecosystem for everyone. So this is a very serious thing, because we want to introduce to more people in the world about one digital ecosystem. The event will be start by Friday, August 30, with Global Mastermind Conference and luncheon. And our sub-theme is revision, reunite, and recreation. It is very important for our internal community to go to the next level. And as you know, we have already upgraded to relocation of Dealshaker Expo from outdoor to indoor. So we will bring Dealshaker Expo into the same venue on Bali Nusa Dua Convention Center. It will be started by 31st August by 10. But the platinum ticket holder, they can have a priority entrance. They can enter before 1 hour before 10. So platinum ticket holder can enter the expo by 9 a.m. After the expo, we will continue with one fantastic show and gala dinner at Pecatu Hall in Bali Nusa Dua Convention Center. It will be held on 31st, start by 6 p.m. until 22. So we will have a spectacular show of traditional Bali music, dance, and spectacular show with subtheme of revision towards a great life. It is a spectacular colossal art performance. We will have some speakers for mastermind. We will learn about global fintech, e-commerce. We will have Fernando Riz, management of Hong Kong office, that will speak about the real history of one life. And we will have Mr. Simon Lee, master distributor Crown Diamond from Vietnam. We will learn how Mr. Simon Lee built the biggest store chain of Dealshaker franchise. So now there are more than 27 Dealshaker stores in Vietnam, and it grows every week. This is incredible. So we will learn how Mr. Simon Lee and Vietnam teams grow the Dealshaker merchant and stores in Vietnam. We will learn about wealth creation from Black Diamond, Mr. Dao Hai Hao from Vietnam. We will learn about the value of one coin related to the usability of Dealshaker. We will learn from Mr. Mark and Miki Nishiyama, Blue Diamond from Japan. And then we will learn about the global fintech from Mr. Bonchai Jantarokorn, Blue Diamond from Thailand. We will learn about the power of giving and team building from Mr. Tan Duong, Blue Diamond from Australia. And of course, we will learn about the global fintech and the future of money and e-learning, One Academy Education from King James, the franchise holder from Trinidad and Tobago. And then we will learn the important thing from Mr. Fred and Sherry Fogg. Now, Mr. Fred educate the biggest one coin community in China. It is very extraordinary. And we will learn how Mr. Fred developed the biggest usability in the future of one coin in Asia. We will learn about the strategy of Dealshaker sales pitch. Our team in Indonesia has already applied what Mr. Fred teach about the strategy, and it works. Thank you. And then we will learn about the phenomenal market of Dealshaker in Korea by Mr. Jesse Choi. And then we will learn about how Russian franchise of Dealshaker grows. Like this morning, Dina Sinyagina has already shared the weekly or almost weekly Dealshaker Expo in every cities in Russia from August until January next year. We will learn how Mr. Dina and her team works in Russia. And then we will learn from Blue Diamond and franchise holder of Algeria, Mrs. Malika Nurin. And here we go. We will have International Master of Ceremony, Diamond of Australia, Mr. Michael Yeo. And after the expo, we will have one fantastic show and gala dinner. And then I will show you some preview about our merchants. For gold and platinum ticket holders, they are eligible to buy some high value products. We call it premium deals, like jewelries, cars, and properties. And these are some of our merchants in Indonesia, like wooden craft, beautiful statue, clothes. Of course, we have a lot of clothes and Indonesian fashion. We will have some best of Indonesian coffee, men's ring with gems. We have many of gemstones, beautiful ones from Indonesia. And we have valuable collectible paintings. It is the original paintings with certificate. As you see on the screen, it is the certificate. So imagine that you can buy the numismatic items like original and certified paintings using one coin. So the painting, the original painting with certificate that you buy using one coin, the price itself will grow like your coin, but you can enjoy in another way, like enjoy the painting like this. So this is he is the Mr. Eiji Sawada, the painter, the artist from Japan. But now we will sell his painting in Bali by Indonesian merchant. And now we have some properties like luxury apartments in Jakarta. The location is on the luxury area called Pondok Indah in southern Jakarta. And we will have 2-bedroom studio Lexington apartment, 1-bedroom, and 3-bedroom. The price is about 4 billion Indonesian rupiah. It is more than 400,000 USD, and you can buy partially using one. And then we also have properties from Dubai, and we have limited units of residential building named Veselina. It is in Bulgaria, in Rius city. And in Indonesia, we have also some merchants that sells cars using one coin. So this is Suzuki New Ertiga, Suzuki FVV Luxury, and you can buy partially using one. And we have some nice cars coming in the next days, and we also will have a handover ceremony, like nice cars like Mercedes at the expo, like Mr. Simon Lee handed over the cars in Baku Expo Azerbaijan. We'll also have it in Bali with nicer cars like Mercedes-Benz. And some surprises. So come to see, and you will get to know what is the surprise. This is the preview, or how will our expo in Bali look like. It is the from previous exhibition in Bali Nusa Dua Convention Center. So you will experience such expo like this. And then after the expo, the next day on September the 1st, we will start the tour. And the expo ticket is very cheap. You can invite your members, all your members, to shopping in Dealshaker Expo Bali, started from 45 euro only. But if you want to buy the premium deals, you can have gold tickets for 318 euro. It is already include Expo, Mastermind, and Gala Dinner, and one fantastic show. But if you want to have one-day tour, you can buy platinum tickets. It is only 450 euro, including Expo, Global Mastermind, Gala Dinner, and one-day tour. And we have combo package. Combo package is started from 490 euro. It is including merchant booths, and it is prolonged until now. The date is extended. Okay, so for now we have already some merchants and participants from more than 12 countries, including Indonesia, Vietnam, Kenya, China, Russia, Thailand, United Arab Emirates, Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore, and Australia, and also Japan. And since the 1st of September, we will have a tour to Ubud. We will start to go to Monkey Forest. We will see the rice farm of Ubud. We will go to Bedugul. We will go to Tanalot. There is a temple on the sea. And we will have a dinner at Jimbaran. This is an executive Bali tour. So everyone will have lobster, But for the vegetarians, don't worry, we will have special menu for vegetarian. So for the first day, we will have dinner on Bali Beach, and we will have seafood barbecue, lobster for everyone. And we have optional tour for everybody who want to take the optional tour. We will go to Pandawa Beach on the second day. On September 2nd, we will go to Garuda Wisnu Kencana. It is the tallest statue in the world. It is taller than Liberty Statue in New York City, USA. And then we will go to Uluwatu, and then we will have dinner on the beach also on the second day. So please invite all your members to buy ticket online on go.balidex2019.com, and you can get more information on www.balidex2019.com. Please follow our Telegram channel on t.me/dealshakerinfo. And if you need any referral letter or invitation letter, or you want to request some hotels with special price, please send email to balidexteam@gmail.com. And you can also contact me anytime to 62-818-911-900. And I would like to thank you especially to Mr. Damian, who helped us to approve all merchants and all deals. I do appreciate what Mr. Damian did for us, and we work together very good. And I'm sure that many Australian members will attend the Bali Dex Mastermind and Dealshaker Expo Bali. Now we have almost 100 Vietnam members and attend the Bali Dex. They have already purchased the ticket, and more members coming from all over the world. So thank you very much. Thank you, Peter. Please come to attend Bali Dex.
Thank you very much, Dr. Putra. Well, you only have to show us the pictures on Bali to sell the concept. Not yet. It seems very beautiful. So, okay, thank you very much, Dr. Putra. I will just jump further, and I will actually wrap this up, and I will share a text with you. So we are 10 minutes past, but really doesn't matter. This text is very important. And I actually got approval from corporate to show you all this text, and it will be announced on official channels, so not only on this Zoom call. So I don't know how I will do. My plan was to read it to you, because what we can hear a lot around us right now are very much lies regarding what we have and what we don't have. We actually did see this in, I think it was in June, when we visited Sofia to see what the German investigation has shown. And what we can see here now, well, let's read it together. And we can see further inspection and analysis of the German law enforcement authorities. Records have confirmed that German authorities have not obtained any incriminating investigative results of criminal proceedings against OneCoin whatsoever, which are reliable and relevant. The allegations against OneCoin have been ongoing since 2016, but no criminal charges have been brought to the company, and an indictment is not foreseeable at this point. On the contrary, all interim decisions have been appealed against, and constitutional complaints have been lodged with the German Federal Constitutional Court. The decisions are still pending. So if you don't follow me on this all, you can just see on the recording, then you can just pause it and read it again. The records shown several international investigative measures were originally planned in numerous countries, some of which never were carried out. So almost 2 years after the searches in Bulgaria were conducted, the main accusation raised by the investigators that the blockchain does not exist cannot be proven by the authorities. As a reminder, a private limited liability company, DENS GmbH, was commissioned twice as an independent expert to examine existence of the blockchain. Both expert reports have confirmed that no indications supporting this accusation could be found. On the contrary, several investigations by experts showed clear indications that point to the existence of a blockchain. So there you have the text. In May 2019, the State Office of Criminal Investigation in Düsseldorf has prepared its own investigation report based on the Bulgarian exhibits. The main issue were whether OneCoin is a cryptocurrency, and if so, how does it work? The report stated that the encrypted server areas contained, quote, at least hints to the functional principle of the first OneCoin blockchain before the 1st of October 2016. And that, well, again, a quote, a private blockchain was created. So there you go. I think this text is very massive and very, very strong. So I will just jump to the a bit lower and read what the corporate says. We stand firmly behind our opinion that in the future, cryptocurrencies and the payment system will operate in parallel, but also in cooperation with central banks and governments and in accordance to their rules. Even in the light of a criminal record, the potential in this vision is apparent. In spite of the interest-driven resistance of ill-wishing competitors and some supporters of the old financial system, we continue to strive to achieve these goals and to develop further the concept of the financial revolution. And this was and still remains our vision. The current tendencies of using the monetary policy as a political tool confirms our belief that the financial revolution is an essential element of the individual's financial freedom, and that it can help millions of people gain this financial freedom in their daily lives. And last, you can see we continue to believe that this is the future. Another very important, gratifying insight we have gained is the loyalty of our business partners, which has remained strong despite the year-long negative campaign against the company. And we would like to thank them for their constant support. And also would I like to thank you all for being in this group together and make these Zoom calls happen, because they are important. What people hear a lot around the world, that the One Life system is about to end, but no, that's not the case. We're moving on, and as I said before, we are putting in gear after gear. So you cannot stop us. As long as there is drive and there is a fight still at the corporate, we will stay strong and fight for this for 3.5 million members. So last but absolutely not least, I will wrap this webinar up and I will stop the recording. But we will have Dusan Torbica from Serbia to answer questions that you write in the chat. So let's say for 10 minutes, Dusan will do some amazing job for you, and it will not be recorded, unfortunately. So I'm sorry that we did run overtime, but it is what it is. So please, Dusan, I will unmute you here just a second. Before I unmute you, I want to say thank you all to all the fantastic speakers, and be here next week the same time, Wednesday, to see you all there. Thank you, and bye for the recording.
Thank you, Peter. Good night, everyone. This is Fred. So please put up your questions, and we will try our very best to answer all. Goodbye from Asia.
Thank you, Fred. Dusan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you for a wonderful webinar and even better host. As always, Fred, and you are doing great job. Thanks to your speakers. Okay, I'm ready for the live answering. Of course, there is a Fred and other leaders, so let's try to answer it online.
Dusan, you can see the chat, can you?
Yeah, I can see, no problem.
Then I don't need to read it for you. It's perfect.
Yeah. There is a question. When can we exchange OneCoin to the money? You can do that only after exchange launch. So at the moment there is no possibility, of course, and keep in mind, even after the exchange is launched, there will be some daily limits for sell orders. So there will be no unlimited sells, at least at the beginning, of course, because of the liquidity. So keep in mind that, and what limits will be still need to be discussed with central bank on their physical meeting, at least in the Europe first. So you should wait SSV for those details. Let's see next.
You see, Dusan, there is not so many questions.
Because of perfect. Nice, easy job for me.
Yeah, that's great. I can see there is a question about the lost coins in our accounts, probably regarding CoinSafe.
Yeah. Are there any updates about the lost coins in our accounts? There is that. They mean about CoinSafe things. About CoinSafe, and if users doesn't see the coins on their accounts, and those users put it in CoinSafe, you should have the button, red button, close to close the CoinSafe, and you should receive the coins on your account. If you doesn't see that button, close button, and your coins in CoinSafe expire, because you can see when you go on CoinSafe, there is a maturity date, and you can see when your coins expire in the safe. If those coins expire and you doesn't see that close button, you need to contact the support on the support@onelife.com, and you need to send the email with your username and to write what is the problem that you can't close your CoinSafe, and to require that support help you with that. So you must send to the support username of that account and require to help you to close it CoinSafe. If coins expire, so there is a maturity date, and if coins expire, then you can send, not before that date expire. Let's see next. Oh, now it's a lot more. Okay. Any info on when wallets will be able to transfer coins? You mean probably about transferring the coins from wallet to wallet without limits, because we have daily limits for transferring. Plan is when exchange is launched, and because of the licenses for remittances and fund management, of course there should be possibility to send unlimited coins from account to account, because it's called internal transfers. And for that internal transfers, there will be no limits after the exchange is launched and with all respectful licenses. Then, there is a, can we get the weekly summary for the week? Yeah, last time, personally, I did that report summary from 1 to 12. But in the next, some of the next webinars, we will see, I should speak, we need to see, for the weekly report 13, 14, those two reports in some of the next webinars. So it will be covered, don't worry. We will not speak again from the point 1, but we will continue about summary 13 and 14 weeks. So don't worry, we will go through it. Then we have a question about who is charged for OneCoin company and who is CEO. As I am IMA, also is you. I don't know such a things. Who is the currently CEO of the OneCoin, and really I can't answer such a question, of course, because I don't know. And that's corporate thing. But what I know is that we're getting a real progress about the exchange and those summaries. So those who are still owners or not, I really don't know. And you can ask support if you want it. So there is also a question why nobody is from OneCoin corporate attending the webinars or events. Simon Constantine was arrested. My personal opinion is that I think there is You can see there is no official news right now about that because this case is still ongoing. So we don't need to make the speculations and everything. I suppose the corporate will announce any news about that case when they have really facts and news. So better to don't speculate about it. And of course, as you can see, corporate is mainly focused on the exchange and getting all the licenses. So for the rest, I don't know. Let's see next. Yeah, now it's question about the new Dealshaker. Forget about new Dealshaker, all coins, because whatever we bought as a user on new, let's say new Dealshaker, there is no new. We have only one Dealshaker, which is dealshaker.eu or dealshaker.com. New Dealshaker is not exist for us, and those who bought before there, none of the transaction was made in one life. You can check that if you bought something on previous new Dealshaker, when you go on your One Life accounts, you will not see any transaction made. So it was never connected with the blockchain, and there was no connection, no transactions are not practically made there. So nobody lost any coin because it was never connected to the blockchain. So you don't need to worry about that for coins used on the new Dealshaker. There is a question, does anybody know if OneLife support is working? Yes, it's working. And you can send to the OneLife back office. And there is, when you log on your account, there is a support option at the end of it. And then you can choose category. Don't remember to write your username and choose category of the partner where you need to send your question and problem. And don't and always put your username. That's most important. Yeah, people saying, can we get back the coins from new Dealshaker? But I will repeat, nobody lost any coins because it was never connected properly, and all users which bought something there with their coins, those transactions was never made in the OneLife. So you can see that your coins are still there in OneLife, in your OneLife account, so you didn't lost anything when it comes to one coin as a cryptocurrency. If you use cash as fiat currency there, then it's another problematic, and I don't know about that actually, because it was through the PayPal. Then you need to contact those who run new Dealshaker in the past, not the OneLife company about that. Yeah, Brazilians, yeah, you agree? I agree with that. People need to have KYC proof. Also, there is a policy in OneLife. If users doesn't log in on their accounts for 1 year, they will get outdated documents, and coins will be taken until that user put again their KYC. So that's the policy. That's why some users see that they don't have coins, but actually you can see when you click on one coin account, you will see that it was written outdated documents, and practically you need to put again your KYC. Those are only for the people who don't see their coins on accounts, and they didn't log for 1 year. So that's the policy written in the terms and conditions also. And no worry if you put again KYC and company revise your KYC again, your documents and everything, if okay, you will get approved and you will get back your coins on your accounts. When will the meeting contract between the company and the central bank will be ready? As we know, as IMAs, after 20th of August, those physical meetings should happen after the 20th of August, not at the 20th, nor after the 20th of August. not exact dates. We don't know exact date. That's what we know as IMX. Okay, I see same question. When Dealshaker mobile version. About the mobile applications for, let's say, for mobile apps, for Dealshaker mobile apps, for other things, as far as I am aware, for now, it's not up there. Of course, those are something which is needed for the future. But right now, my personal opinion is that the corporate and actually there is no time for everything right now, as there are priorities. What is the most important right now? And I think that all of leaders and IMAs know what is the most important right now to be done, to not repeat.
Dusan, let's have 2 more questions and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay, let's see. Those people saying about exchange, why not talk today? But you need to know that there is a next week and the week after that. Please be patient about that and wait for the exchange news. Of course, every Friday is exchange report. If it doesn't happen for some reason in the Friday, usually it happens on Monday. So let's not be stressful about it. 1 day, 2 days, it's not plus or minus, doesn't mean too much for everybody. So I suppose everybody have patience for it to wait those reports. And keep in mind that next week and week after that for maybe some exchange news in webinars. Which central bank does the company mean? There is only named central bank, not which one of which country. And when users will know, I suppose at the right time, when practically everything is done, there is no place for risks right now, as we know about all those naysayers around us. So let's wait for that information when time is right.
Amazing, Dusan. Shall we wrap it up?
Yeah, that's it practically. Yeah, that's it practically.
Yeah, perfect. And let's say like this: join in for the Zoom call next week. So as Dusan said, don't stress up if if something happens a week later or a couple of days later. Things are really going on in when it comes to work. The corporate is working like hell to get this done as well as we are doing. So thank you all very, very much. And we're going to end this call right now. So take care now and have a great day, evening, night, wherever you are. Goodbye to you all.
Goodbye.